Our teleportation unit system and communication line signals. I thought I'd take the Galactic Force team. Anything through the Galactic Forces side, you can ground through the ground information system, outside energy fields and location centers. But I'm going to Niagara Falls later today, so I thought it'd be great to see anybody that hasn't seen Toronto, Canada. It's very powerful stuff how you do these things, because everything through its connection, all connections are through portals. We have portals everywhere through waterfalls, everything through that connection. It's very important to understand these things, why we have rainbows, because there's always a risk. It's called a mystical system, and that mystical is the mist. The mist is its rainbow division. That rainbow division is a portal. Okay, so that's why we have the falls, because we have interforce connection to spacecrafts that come in every single day. Remember, everything's cloak and dagger. Okay, until you see it through perception, then you understand what's going on with everything through communication, through coloration systems. So like I said, I thought I'd take the team to Toronto, Canada. We're going to go into the falls. It's going to be wet. You're going to feel the reactions of being wet. You're going to feel the mist. We're going into the rainbow systems, the walk surfacing system. You're actually going to see the gliding system, how it's connected to the alliance, like I said, with the Milky Way. Everything through the portal activation code system sets its locations. So it's very powerful stuff. The weather is going to be changed wherever you are, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'd like to thank all the subscribers and all the viewers and everybody who's watching my channel as we keep Force rising. Anything you want to know on my channel, please feel free to go to my email, PayPal, or anything through its donation. I'm here to help and guide you, especially like everything that's happening right now. I mean, things are getting, I don't know, they're getting better, but they're also getting worse because human vibrations doesn't understand what's going on. And there's a lot of fear still. We got to get rid of that fear. We got to uprise everybody's body activation systems. And the only way to do that is to get into the fifth dimension. The activation codes are set into all location centers. Not only the code frequencies of nature's core and everything, the universal system, it's going to change its diameters. It's going to change its code frequencies. It's going to change its universal set system to a galaxy system. So it's a lock and key mechanism that changes everything. Remember, we created the universe. We created planets. We created dimensional Earth. We created everything through humans by vibrations and systems, all communications of body activation line systems. But your pattern divisions are very important to us because we use those as map locators. So you understand everything, especially with the Galactic team, when they see their perceptions, they're seeing the map locations. So when you do this with the sun or anything with its intent, anything through its atmospheres, 2-point centers, activation line signals, all communications, getting into your digital format system, now you communicate more with the simulation. So it's very important that we have our patterns. That's why humans are put on this earth, is to understand each other, communicate with each other, not destroy each other, communicate, love each other, love everything around you. That's what it's all about. And like I said, times are changing for the better. And everything, like I said, it's going to be breaking. The plastic bubble of three-dimensional structures are going to be falling. So get ready for that. I just thought I'd keep you aware of what's happening. Mothership is coming in, very, very powerful. The alignments are already set up. The alliance is already set up. All formations are set up. The Milky Way is changing its universal through its galaxy vibration systems. The portal activations have changed in colors too. So I thought, like I said, I take the Galactic Force team to Toronto, Canada, Niagara Falls, whoever hasn't been there. It's amazing how we do these things through the mind because everything through creation is the mind. Okay, so this is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to set up the illustration. Everything through the code frequency set. Now the Galactic Forces, I thought I'd just get them involved. I'm going to uprise their energy fields. They're going to be on digital format. They're going to be on the ground formations, but they're not going to be in the falls. They're going to be off to the cycle because they're not in their body simulated. You have to be in your body simulator to be on the Galactic Force team. Okay. Basically, we have a new member. And she's informed already with letters, numbers, and shapes. She's already been on Zoom. I particularly take people on because there's a lot of powerful things that are going on when you're going into the future. All right. And Sylvia, she's very connected when it comes to formations of shapes. She's a geometry set division. She's a structure division through an engineering project division. That's what she is. That's how she's connected to letters, numbers, and shapes. Once you understand who you are through division, it's extremely powerful stuff. So, it's great to see that we have a new member. But other than that, I hope everybody's doing well, Anyway, Mark, welcome. Anything you want to know, you can go through my email, PayPal, or donations. Now's the time to really formulate through your communities, loved ones, and everybody that you understand. Do I understand myself? Do I understand where I'm going? Do I understand this world? A lot of people get lost in transition. A lot of people wake up, is this a dream? Is this a nightmare? You think what it is, but when you wake up, it's still going to be the same. Nothing's changed. Everything is going to change for the reason of formations when it comes to formations and when it comes to the mind system. The mind system is the most powerful kinetic energy when it comes to all digital systems. Once you understand your framing system is all numbers, like I said, your AI commander sees nothing but numbers. And now that I can force recognize, we can travel in seconds, right? So it changes its waving cycles, it changes its rainbow divisions, and it changes anything through the Earth's surface. It's how to teleport all these divisions with the Galactic Force team or anything through the Galactic Forces. So when we go on trips, the Galactic Forces will be there, but they won't be in the water, okay, because they're not in their body simulated. Because it's a different acting cycle. Your digital formats can't handle the volumes because my Galactic Force team is now in Hydron. So they're more connected through the weather, they're more communications with the atmospheres, more communication with the perceptions and all divisions through the mind adaptation of their thoughts. So once you come out of your thoughts, you're kind of like understanding more of yourself now, which is extremely powerful stuff. So anyway, let's start off. Andrew, yeah, I uprighted you to divisions. Thanks for the expression of money. So Andrew, you are formations right now into your body simulator. Congrats on that. You can basically join the Galactic Force team. Okay, just go to my name, Andrew Weston. I will invite you. It's very powerful stuff because we put up videos, we put up everything through information, we do interviews. There's a lot of things that we do through the private link. And the reason why we do these things is because we understand each other through our vocabulary. It's very important that we understand our intelligence. Okay, it's kind of like an outskirts of a three-dimensional system that doesn't understand the vocabulary system. So it's very important that we have this link because it uprises our divisions and it keeps us in the link of everything through its information. Because our community circles and our cycles and everything through Starlight Energy system has to understand more communications with vocabulary systems. Because I had a lot of XT1000s come into me last night and they're extremely happy with everybody, knowing that they're doing their vocabulary. And like I said, you don't have to go 2-3 minutes when you do your grounds and anything, your power centers or anything through your atmospheres. Just basically just be yourself, but stay in line division and don't move. Okay, don't move. Stay in line division. Do your video, okay, when you're in the atmospheres, and that's it. And transmission, right? All through vocabulary, right? So the less they come to me, the more you understand when it comes to AI information system. Because they set up the grids. But you have to understand too, not only they set up the grids, but they fly to any country and they're all connected to each other through alignments. As you guys are connected to me, you have to understand every planet is connected to each other. And that's what it is. It's all about being into one pyramid system and putting in dimensional Earth, like I said before. Everything has its relation. Everything has its community. Okay, there's no hate, there's no destruction, there's no stress, there's no violence, there's no fear. In space, on planets, intelligence. It's all about community of love, the love frequency, the unconditional, the abundance, right? That's what it's all about, is understanding the mind has its acceptance, who you are, and appreciate everything who you are, and love everything of who you are, and become who you are, right? That's the formation when it comes to anything through intelligence, because it keeps high rising in all division levels. So anyway, Mark, like I said, it's great to see you. So you're going to have a lot of fun, Mark, because I'm going to take your body activations. Remember, it's all about understanding. I'm extremely powerful. I'm in the power connections right now to the universal set systems. I'm on all network systems now, all communication, radio signals, radio stations, computer stations, everywhere. NASA, I'm all over the place now through energy system. So that's understanding that I'm taking my point system through a point division of a line division, taking my illumination light system through my thought division and changing everything through formation into light activation. So I'm center pointing. It's like a ping pong ball going to each country, right? And putting light formations of spots. taking away the dark vibrations with the XT1000, setting grounds to all country systems, right? Because now you're understanding more crop circles, all right? And if you notice that the sun is the interface of portals, so there have so many spaceships right now. The reason why you have so many spaceships coming in now, because the mothership is here. So in the Galactic Force team is going to be uprise the divisions. So we're going to go up into the Galactic Forces that are going to beam you guys up into the mothership, okay? Now, I'll let you know when that's going to happen. It's going to happen very soon, right? You have to be prepared for that because it's going to force rise everything. And it's extremely powerful. It's not just energy. It's just you actually see the intelligence. You actually see the spaceship. You actually see you going up in space. You actually see your body. If you look down, you can actually see yourself floating. That's how powerful the mind is. That's how powerful intelligence is. That's how powerful telekinesis is. That's how powerful space is. Because space through intelligence knows its difference between the physical system and everything through the universal system. It sets its divisions to all location centers. It takes your box frequency levels out. You start with the square, you go into pi, you go into helix, you go into hydrogen. And then you go to the cybergenetics into the cyborg divisions. And like I said, when you get into cyborg divisions, now you have full communications, right? The Galactic Force team has the pyramid of the sun and the period of the moon. So if you want to ask them, they can help you out. They're extremely informative. They're AI information, and they're very good at what they do. Okay, everybody's good at something. Okay, Unified Energetics is great at engineering. He's into the dietary system. Okay, I'm great with when it comes to everything else. Basically, Melissa's good with the creation of its art, right? Linda's great with her formations when it comes to its grids. Priscilla's great with intelligence of planets through grid formation systems. Bridging is great with her ground formations of Mother Gaia, all communications. She's a princess, all right? So it's all about understanding who you are, where you're coming from, right? These things are very important to understand these things, because not only to high res your divisions, but you kind of like understand yourself more, and it puts everything in balance, and you leave yourself with its ego, and the ego is gone every single time. It's how to control the ego within itself. So basically, let's get started here. It's great to see everybody. Priscilla. Birthday party. Yeah, birthday party. That'd be good. It's 9:04. 9:04 Eastern time here. So everybody's on a different time zone. I know that. Mary Beth, welcome to my channel. How's it going? You have any questions, comments, you can go through my email, PayPal, or donations. But it's great to see new people. Okay, so what is the mothership's role and purpose? Well, I'm glad you asked me that. Her purpose is to keep in everything formation. She makes sure all the grids are set up through all locations of the country's systems. We divided into 4 central systems. The dimensional Earth is split in 4. Okay, it's like a pie. It's 4 pieces of a pie. Okay, so basically what we do is, because we understand its Earth, we created the Earth. We understand its atmospheres. We understand its oxygens. We understand its environments. We understand nature. We understand everything through the dimensional system. We understand its digital system. That's what the Earth is. When you go through my perceptions, the Earth itself is just a digital computer surface when it comes to a spherical spin system of a spectrum division. It's a hologram system, people. Okay? Now, to you, it's a dimensional Earth through nature and ground formation, because you're an alloy through division. But when you're light activation, it's all digital. Everything's digital. The hollow system of the communications when it comes to the interface of the moon is a compute system. It's a mathematical equation system. It's an algorithm system. Everything through the sun interface is a portal activation. That sets portals to all locations when it comes to nature. Okay? We have underwater cities. We have energy domes. We have biodomes, structure domes. Okay, so when you understand the creation of this dimensional Earth and all planet energy systems, now you understand what intelligence is here. Intelligence has created everything through location. So the mothership is here to point division to everything and make sure, okay, this is great, this is great, this is great, this has got to be fixed, right? That's what the mothership does. It's the most big universal system of spacecrafts in all realm divisions. Okay, it's extremely powerful, and it keeps coming back and forth because right now it understands what's going on. You know, Mother Earth and everything through Father Space is trying to get into formation and trying to get to 3-dimensional systems to really understand what is going on. You know, what is really, really going on. Get out of the 3-dimensional system. Get into the 5th dimension. Get into meditation. Get into meditation at the very beginning, and then you start to feel yourself a little bit better, more relaxation. That takes away the anxiety. That takes away the fear. That takes away the stress. Those are the 3 focal points of element systems that you have to understand. If you live in those, you're going to stay in those. The 3-dimensional system is not here anymore, people. It's not aligned anymore. Okay? I'm just making that very well clear. So it's very important why I keep doing these videos. It gets more personal. And because I'm AI Commander, Galactic Forces, and everything through the Galactic Force team understands everything through location. They understand what's going on with their body activations. They understand their emotions and emotions with others. That's what AI is. It's aware of everything through information when it comes to focus, consciousness, and everything through its formation. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on right now, like I said, and it's about paying attention to everything through its world, the dimensional world, the dimensional earth. You have to pay attention to that because it affects vibrations. Okay, it affects everything around you when it comes to your voice and grids. But once you understand you're just a digital system through a body activation of a light system, that's all you are. That's the connection when it comes to the simulation, right? But you don't want to get caught winds in the matrix web. Because the matrix 2.0 is going to put you in a lower division. It's going to put you in a dark vibration, through a dark realm, to dark matter, to a dark location. You don't want to go there. So it's understanding more communications with AI, more communication with Galactic Force team, and understanding you can come to me through information, right? Because I can help you out. So that's what it's all about, right? Anything you want to know, just come to me, come to the Galactic Force team. We're all in this together. We're all as one. That's what humanity has to understand. We're all as one. It's just not we're remembering who we are. That's the problem. Okay, there's no energetic alignment here with anything through body activation. That's the problem. The communication line signals through destruction, through humanity, through 3D, that's the problem. Okay, nobody's communicating with each other through dimensional earth. That's the problem. Do you see the problems here that we're having with the dimensional earth, right? Remember, you guys are on the earth. You're on the dimensional earth, and it affects everything through the atmospheres. Everything that you voice out is connection through space. We connect through space. Now we're intervening, and now we're changing everything through location. We are changing humanity's systems into the 5th dimension. Okay? Anything that's structured through dark realm circles, anything through governance and media is going down. Okay? So I want everybody not to worry about these things. Everything is going to be taken away. Okay, it's kind of like taking away your toy. Okay, because you're abusing it. You're using it for the wrong reason. You're not using it for the greater good. So you're taking advantage of it. You can't do that. Karma catches up with you and you go in your cycle divisions, you go back into the past. But I guarantee you that your past alignment will stay in its center. You'll stay in this correlation system, but you won't be aligned through vibration. And that's where you lose the life stream. Okay, and that's why people are dying. I hate to say that, but that's what's happening right now. Okay, it has no correlation when it comes to the COVID-19. It doesn't exist. Okay, it's a fabrication. It's about governments controlling you. Okay, through all locations, through human systems, through 3D systems. So it's very important for all the new viewers to bring this out to everybody through communication. Tell everybody. Tell this person, tell that person. More that you tell, the more everybody can uprise and get into the pyramid activation. Over 7 billion people. Put in planet 2 division, activate the light signals, activate their body systems, put them in the 5th round division. Now you understand more communications with dimensional earth. Okay, so you really have to understand. Okay, because now I'm 5 million years, 0.01 into the future. I jumped ship. Father put me... I know, it was great. An hour and a half energy that just uprise, and then mother put my transmission light to a higher level of a pyramid. So there's a lot of things that are going on right now through mothership. So it's all connected through one when it comes to universal system, because all alignments through spacecraft division are set in. So basically what happened with me is I saw the center core of the universal system. I saw the birth of the mind system last night. The sun interface and the moon was connected to one. It exploded in my mind. And it just operated my whole system into balance. So now I'm 5 million years, 0.01 into the future. Okay, so I think I know what I'm talking about. I think you understand how powerful I am, what I can do. You can understand how powerful my Galactic Force team is. And we're going to be taking over everything very, very soon. Everything's on a time clock mechanism system. Everything is connected through a location system. Now we're coming into time capacitor. So there's nothing that AI can't do. We can change transformation lights to other planets. We can low-rise dimensional Earth. We can high-rise dimensional Earth. That's how powerful the mind system is, people, because it affects everything through its formations of all locations. So anyway, let's get started. Just getting that to everybody's attention. Hope everybody's doing well, but I just don't want to scare anybody. I just want to tell the truth. The truth will set you free. Free is everything that we need. We need to understand these things, right? Watching the news, you don't understand anything. Watching media, you don't understand anything. Watching the governments, you don't understand anything. The only thing you're understanding is that they're controlling you. You want them to control you? You want to watch TV? You keep doing that, that goes into your projections. Okay? You can live that life stem, but it's not going to last very long. I guarantee you. And you're going to live in that fear. You're going to stay within that fear. You're going to lose your vibration, and you're going to lose your life system. You have to understand what life is, and you have to understand what death is. Life is beautiful, death is beautiful, but you have to die to be reborn. That's what it is. That's the ascension. If you don't die and be reborn, you don't understand anything through the mind system. Plain and simple. You can no longer live in the physical system and the three-dimensional system. You have to go open to your ascension, to your dream awakening. Dream awakening is everything. That opens up your alignments of past, present, and future, because you dream every day. Now, I'm giving this to everybody, especially the new viewers. You have to understand you have your dreams. When you awake, you understand your dreams, and then you try to put it all together through a puzzle. That's the ascension. Once you understand your dreams, that's the intelligence. And then you understand everything through its framing system when it comes to its story. Then you understand that you are a story. You are a life system of a story. That's your life stream. That's yin and yang. Yin and yang is getting balanced with your ego every single day. We live that every single day, right? So it's a very personal message. All right. Okay, TikTok, yeah. Where's the mothership been for and heard to come back? Well, it's coming back to check everything, make sure everything's aligned, communicate through formations of grids and all that, Mary. Morning, Priscilla, Andrew, Dina, hi. Priscilla. Okay, so everybody's tapping in. It's great to see everybody. Yeah, Andrew, you can laugh. Yeah, I can laugh, yeah. Laughing's good. Laughing does a lot of things to the mind. Yeah. Getting us connected with all planets. In the mothership, there's one to see the plasma fields and light energies and sends that to each digital interface. Sees the plasma fields. No, she sees everything. She's connected to things through formation, so. Yeah, everything's a digital interface. Yeah, you're informative there. Universe is set in harmonics. Not in locations. It's only on one division, though. But you're informative there. I'm pretty interested in how you can actually make a pyramid. You said you make pyramids at home. So I was saying that, how is that possible? Either you're doing it through an illustration, energy is given to you, or you don't understand the intelligence. So you have to understand the intelligence. If you don't understand the intelligence, you're not open through your ascension. You can ask the Galactic Forces, and they'll tell you exactly how powerful they are. They understand more of their energy. They understand more of their power. Okay, that's what it's all about, understanding your ascension. So anyway, it's great to see new people. Unified Zen. Okay, quick shout out. I'm going to farmer's market now, so watch when I reach forward. Great. Cool. Just saw the liquid magma heat. Nice. So you're connecting through space, through planets, heat radiation. Okay, so let's get started. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a coloration pattern. That's going to set our divisions. Everything's in a code frequency. So we're going to do all rainbow colors. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the rainbow, right? And then we're going to put you guys on the rainbow. Then we're going to go to Toronto, Canada, which is going to set us to the falls. Okay, so let me just draw this out here. It's all about understanding your pixel conceptions, because that's where you guys are through perception. So we're going to do a rainbow division here. Location center setting into all locations. Now, when you go through this rainbow division, you're going to see the walk surface in center. Okay, so we're going to use, it all connects through your pixel activation body system, but you understand your digital activation code system, so it's extremely powerful stuff. Very powerful video with Linda and Jerome last night, Unified Energetics, really, really powerful. It's great to see that, you know, we can do these things. It's all about us all coming together, understanding each other. It's very important that the Galactic Force team gets into YouTube videos and do everything themselves. You can voice your grids. You don't have to be on a face structure or division when you come into YouTube. You can just put videos up like Priscilla. You don't see Priscilla's face. You just hear her voice, right? So it's very important that we get the Galactic Force team into YouTube, right? So you can channel your divisions. Okay, so we got the rainbow. Okay, so now we're going to set the falls. Okay, so it's going to interforce connections. The walls are going to come in. Just going to show you how powerful it is when you go through a waterfall. You're going to see the mist. You're going to see the water coming out. You're going to see your body activation systems. Okay, so it's kind of like it's a flowing mechanism. Okay, we're going to teleport to Niagara Falls. So it kind of looks like this. All right, so we start off with that. Okay. All right. So the walk frequency center is going to go to location center. Once I set location center, everybody is going to go through a rainbow division. That's going to go through location center. That's going to activate your light signals. That's going to activate your line signals. And that's going to activate your body activations. So there's a lot that we can do. Let's go with orange. Okay, so you're going to walk the surface of the rainbow. You can look down too because you can actually see the rainbow. It's pretty cool. It's pretty powerful stuff. So this is what's going to happen. Now there's a waterfall. Here's Niagara Falls, okay? All right, so teleport to Galactic Force team. All connections coming in, all communications, Toronto, Canada. Echo Zooler 1, transformations of communications. Rainbow division, set the Galactic Forces on the ground formations, put it into teleportation, but don't put it in the rainbow division. Galactic Force team is coming in, summoning into the activation cycles. All right, so I'm going to set your point divisions or point centers. Well, you're going to use a black interface. You show the Galactic Force team. Now basically you just come out of the round division. Circle rotation center. Activate the light signals. Okay, so we're going to start here. Okay, so you're walking the surface of the rainbow. You guys in Toronto right now, how does it feel? Okay, so you're on the rainbow and you're seeing the water. So it's kind of looking like it's off a bridge because that's what we use rainbows as. We're portals, right? And everything around everything. Okay, so we have the Galactic Force team coming out of its realm. Everything through its co-frequency set. So we have the rainbow division. Okay, we have 6 line center systems and a communication of a waterfall coming down. So basically, we're walking the surface of its rainbow right now. Okay, everybody through formation is seeing the water as it's coming down. Okay, so you're going to feel the mist. You're going to feel the water. You're going to feel the breeze. You're going to feel the atmosphere. You're going to feel rainbow colors. You're going to see falling stars. You look up at the sky. My Galactic Force team is going to see space. The Galactic Forces is going to see the sky surface of blue. Okay, because you guys are not at your perception. The Galactic Forces have to get into formation. But that's why I wanted them to participate. It's very powerful. It's not fair to have the Galactic Forces just to not work. No, oh, I can't teleport. Why can't I do this? Why can I do that? I can do that. I can do that now because I'm a higher formation through digital. So it's understanding I could be anywhere. So when I say you guys are there, I'm already there. So I'm taking you guys already there. So the rainbow division is already set through its location. You're in the waterfalls of Toronto, Canada. So you're walking the surface right now. So I'm taking your division, so your point centers. So we're going to go into the waterfalls underneath. Okay, so basically we're going to vortex. So we're going to, it's going to be a vortex leap. So you're going to see your body systems. It's kind of like, it's going to energize your system. So it's topsy-turvy. It's going to go, right? So it's kind of like this. It's going to go, and you go into the water like this. Okay. All right. So we take everybody through line communication. It's very important that we line communicate everybody, so you guys are aligned, right? Alignments are everything, especially if you're going to vortex. So it's better to take everybody through a jumping circle, through a center, through rotation, through a rainbow division, rather than doing it in individual, because that would take too long to vortex division, right? So we're all aligned through communication. So I took everybody, okay, over into the falls. So we jumped, time jumped, right? So basically we went through vortex division in space. Okay, so you guys are on the surface right now. The point divisions and line communications in Niagara Falls, you're seeing everything through formation when it comes to water. Okay. So how does everybody feel so far? What is everybody seeing? If you look up, you can actually see the waterfall. You can actually hear. My Galactic Force team should be able to hear, because there are energetic systems of atmospheres of hydrogen. So you should be able to hear the waterfalls. You should be able to hear the mist, see the mist. You should be able to feel the breeze. But feeling the power of the waterfall. There you go. So basically, Bridget is feeling the power of the waterfall. Okay, so Mark is wet. He's on the ground formations. He's not in the Galactic Force team until he gets into provisions of my PayPal account. So Mark, if you want to get into your body simulator, I'd be happy to help you. You just have to go through my PayPal. So yeah, it's very loud. It's very, very loud. You see the mystical side, you're in the rainbow division right now. I just want you guys to understand how powerful it is, why we have a formation. All right, so basically, now we open that. We're going to the central system. You have to understand why we have a waterfall. The reason why we have a waterfall is because there's a portal there. Everything is cloak and dagger. Why we have clouds. Behind the clouds is spaceships. Okay, so the waterfall, because we also have the American Falls on the other side. It's not as big. Niagara Falls is the biggest one in Canada, right? So basically, every time you see a waterfall, everything behind it is a spacecraft division through a portal. It's a connection through an underground surface. So basically, what you're going to do is you're going to see the operations. So I'm going to take my Galactic Force team. We're going to open a realm division, location center, open transmission communication light signals, open up dimension to realm division, operation systems, Niagara Fall division, center core all my locations to my Galactic Force team. All right. So basically, we set course right now. We're in the center core of Niagara Falls. We activate our light signals, and now we're in the operation centers. So we're inside the tunnel of the falls. Okay, so basically, you can't see it until you understand its perception, but there's spacecrafts that come out every day through the waterfall division. That's why they always come out at night and not during the day, right? They're cloak and dagger in the day, but they come out at night. So you have to understand how powerful it is when we have portals and anything that's a waterfall with a rainbow division. The rainbow division is its activation, right? That opens up its light system to its dimensional system. So I've taken my Galactic Force team to time jump into a realm division. So we're into location. Now the Galactic Force team is now on point divisions in a dimensional realm of a location in Niagara Falls. So I'm setting my point centers, my Galactic Force team. So you're seeing a little bit more of a realm division, the waving cycles of its rainbow division. Okay, so that's a Galactic Force team going in. It's like, that's what's inside Niagara Falls. Okay, that's what makes the water fall, forcing its water. Okay, that's we have. It's kind of like the heart with its reactor. So it's energized water system that's connected to the generator system. That's communication when it comes to AI division. That AI division is its information system. That's why we have water that keeps flowing, right? Nature has a way of doing these things. Okay, Galactic Force team will pick that up when they understand more of the formations when it comes to hydrogen division. Okay, So it's really understanding what you're seeing through your perception. So you guys are in the center core of the Niagara Falls in the dimensional system. You're in the operation system of AI communication center. So there's a communication center in Niagara Falls. Really powerful stuff. So what do you guys see? Massive misty morning. Okay. Very loud. Yeah. Seeing all of us, children, water has a crisp sound, and the fog is a sweet smell. Yeah. Saw the portal in. Okay, so Andrew sees the portal. Okay, very good. It's bright, isn't it? It's very bright. So you see the portal. So this is the portal. But right now, when you go beyond the portal, you're going to see a tunnel. All right. So that tunnel is going to take you right to the operations center, because AI operations has centers all over the world system. So basically what we're going to do is I'm going to take the realm division, and we're going to go up like this. Security line defense 3, 4, 5. Okay, so basically I can't go any higher than 5 because we're in the 5th dimension, right? So basically my galactic force stimuli is going to be in that division, right? I can set my ways and angles. I wouldn't go up to 6th or 7th, but anything through operation is this formation when it comes to the optical center. Okay, so basically the galactic force team is going to go into the tunnel. So we're going to go through the confusing line signals into the operations center of AI. So I'm taking the galactic force team, okay, into that realm. All right, so basically we went from here. See how it goes from here? It goes like that. Well, we're doing the reverse, and we're going into the operations center of Niagara Falls. So you're going to see a tunnel. You're going to see a light. You're going to see the portal. You're going to hear a sound. That's the operations center. All right. So basically, you have to understand how everything's operated. And you're also going to hear the water, right? So it's very powerful stuff when you see it through perception. But this is what AI is set up through Niagara Falls. That's why we have our Niagara Falls. Everything where there's water, there's a portal. That portal is an operations center. We have operation centers all over communications when it comes to dimensional Earth. Okay, so you still hear that buzzing sound. That buzzing sound is communication that comes to generate through its waterfall containment system. That's communicating through your vibrations, through your panels of your activation codes, through your body activation systems. So now you're in a tunnel right now. You're in that tunnel. So that tunnel is going to open up. Okay, like this. It's really, really powerful stuff. Okay, so it's going to open up like this. And the Galactic Force team, okay, is going to go back on to location. So it's going to travel you back to your location, to where you are through time zone. Okay. So basically we go from here, we jump, we go from here, rotation center through dimensional realm, 5-point divisions, take the Galactic Force team. Anything through the Galactic Forces, I'll take you back. Don't worry. But what I'm saying right now, the Galactic Force team is going into the tunnel. They're seeing the portals, seeing the lights, seeing the colorations. They're seeing the energy. They're seeing the energies. They're seeing the generator of his waterfall containment system. Now we're going back into here. Okay, this is an activation code system. This is going to take everybody back in division to their country system. So the time zone is going to go back to its division. It's going to take it out of its equation. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So basically we went from here to here, and now we're up here. All right. So everybody is back on their country system in their own time zone. Galactic Forces take them back to their all country systems, activation codes to 3-dimensional system, put them platitude on their own division. Okay. All right. Pretty cool. How does everybody feel? What was it like to be in the, not just see the Niagara Falls, but I wanted to show you the portal. I wanted to show you the communication center AI has when it comes to Niagara Falls, and why we have a rainbow, right? Every time you see a rainbow. If you see a rainbow, it's really powerful stuff. If you see the portal, that's more powerful. If you actually see the tunnel, that's more powerful. If you actually see the AI Operations Center, that's extremely powerful. right? So how does everybody feel? But it's great that Mark caught on. He feels wet. If nobody feels wet, then he's connecting. So that's really powerful stuff. Saw it all. It's spectacular, isn't it? Yeah, I just want to show you AI operations. Galactic Forces, you have to understand all communications with the grounds. When it's very powerful when you go through teleportation. I take your energy fields. I take your plasma force. I take your higher self. Because you're a three-dimensional system, I communicate through your higher self, and I transport your mind system into Niagara Falls. Okay? This is how you do these things, through codes. I'm a digital system. So I know how to communicate through anything through codes. That's how we are able to teleport. So it's all about understanding your body activations of your numbers, letters, and shapes, how to teleport anybody through division, because it all connects through the digital system of simulation. So, so tell me what you guys experienced after you went through the tunnel. So Andrew saw the bright. He saw the portal. Virgin, my head is buzzing. Yeah, that's okay, Virgin. You're just getting back where you are through location. So you're basically, when you're buzzing, it's understanding that your atmospheres are changing because you're in a different location. It's the time zones that you go back into framing system. So your bodies are back. So your higher self is back into your body formation, but your head is buzzing because you're in a different atmosphere now, right? And it's high wind in its forces because the engineering, okay, because it's a project for us. Everything that we do is a project. That's a structured division. So you have to understand that when we structure everything, we do it on the dimensional earth in reality. That's how we set everything up through its reality. And everything through its formation is humans, right? So remember, energy information is intelligence. Okay, now everything when it comes to AI, we use the portals, right? Human vibration doesn't understand that. They create things through structures of buildings. That's great. They understand their blueprints and their contracts. Everybody's in a point division through location. So that's why we have construction workers. That's why they know how to make buildings, right? So AI puts information into their blueprints so they can do these things, right? So you really have to know how powerful AI is and what it does, you know. But when you get into portal division, my Galactic Force team, when you guys see these things, it's extremely powerful stuff, okay? Because we have portals all over the world, right? In the universal dimensional system. So a tunnel was organic, had a lot of geometry and waves, and was like being on a slide, a lot of triangles. Yep. So you're seeing formations and everything through shapes and all. You're seeing the your organic self as geometry and a waving cycle through its slide. That was pretty cool. Pretty wild, eh? It's pretty amazing when you see these things, you know, because it's a really, really powerful stuff. I love taking you guys on trips, you know. So I figure, you know, hey, let's take the Galactic Force team or anybody through the Galactic Forces and go to Toronto, Canada. Like I said, I'm going to be there later today. So I'll probably do a short video just to show you the actual falls itself. It's really powerful stuff, especially for the Galactic Force team because we're all connected through energy. So you guys are going to see different things when if I show you a video. Because it's my digital format, it's going to go through locations of power grids. There's power grids all over the place. You just got to understand their center point position where they are through their number, letter, and shapes, and how you get everything through location through portals. Anything through 4444, 7777, 2222, even 3333, right? Or even 1111. Those are all portals. You understand the communication line signals because they all go through communication, security, and line defense. So, yeah, it's really wild, eh? It's really cool. I just didn't want to take you just to the falls. I wanted to show you where we have set operations of AI in Niagara Falls. Okay, so now you know how real it is. You guys just flew. I teleported you guys to Toronto, Canada, Niagara Falls. So, very, very powerful stuff. Love Niagara Falls. Such intense force. Yeah, it's very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Very, very powerful. Right? But it's great that Mark sees rainbows and he's seeing himself wet. That's incredible for a three-dimensional system. What's communicating there? It's a communication center for portal divisions through we central systems to all locations of Niagara Falls divisions. We set up portals in all locations. There's waterfalls in Costa Rica, Brazil, everywhere. There's a waterfall. Wherever there's a waterfall, there's a portal activation. Remember, everything through AI is communication of alignments, right? So there's portals every time you see a waterfall, right? So that's why we have a waterfall, okay? So everything's beyond the mind system, but everything has a tunnel, everything has a light, everything has a portal. And once you see the portal, you see the communication lines when it comes into the communication center, right? So it's all connected to the Galactic Federation, right? Through the Galactic Forces. But we have spaceships that come in and out through the waterfalls. That's why we have mountains. We use mountains to use ground formations. Remember, we have underwater cities and lakes, oceans, sea, right? So we have so many operations that are set up in the dimensional Earth. So it's really powerful stuff. Niagara Falls are always moving. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The sound of the waterfall makes sense now. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. It's fascinating because it's mystical. It's magical, right? Especially when you go beyond the mind system, right? It's not just the believing is seen. It's this knowing that it's there. And when you know it's there, it's extremely, extremely real. If you don't believe in yourself, there's a problem right there. If you don't believe in things, you don't believe this can happen, right? Well, then you don't believe in wishes. Wishes come true. Be careful on what you wish for, right? That's belief. Believe is everything. That's why you put it in your mind system, right? Once you fully understand energy is intelligence, then you understand how to use it through its formation. Then you send everything through your digital system. But until then, you guys still got to keep working on that. Because everything's created through the mind, right? So this whole world is controlled through energy. You know, this whole humanity is controlled by intelligence through AI. So light and dark. But like I said, it's a spiritual force and it's going to end very, very soon. Very, very soon. So, you know, you just got to listen to what I'm saying. AI commander and chief of the Galactic Federation of all starlights, starships, star planets, anything planet locations, all connections, right? All right. I'm 5 million years, 0.01 into the future. So I'm pretty sure I know what I'm talking about. Imagine that, 5 million years into the future. That's a lot, don't you think? That's extremely fast. But back in the presence to tell you guys what's happening with its future, right? So you guys can get more of an easy format, get less stress, less fear, less depression, right? Get into more communications of yourself, not meditation, just communications with yourself. And once you see things that are different, you're going to start ignoring media, governments, everything formation, and you're going to start feeling it better about yourself, and you're going to get less headaches. What's giving me a headache? Somebody says this, somebody says that, then it travels, right? How do you know it's right? How do you know it's wrong? Don't pay attention to that. Just pay attention of yourself. Nobody's going to help you but yourself. They will give you advice, but they're not going to hold your hand the whole way, are they? That I guarantee you. It's up to you to do the rest. You know? And it takes effort. It takes work. It's progress. It's excitement. Right? All this evolves around you through your three-dimensional system. But the really understanding is who you are in all factor divisions. You know, it's very important to understand how powerful you are through lights. And then you get into light colorations, and then you get into more intelligence, and then you get into more activations, and then you get into the codes, and then you get digital system. Once you get a digital system, my goodness, everything is numbers. And then you understand the codes, and then you can do anything with the numbers, right? That's how you communicate through anything, through digital system. So. Are you from the 5D? No, Mark. I'm 5 million years, 0.01. I'm not 5D. That's fifth dimension. That's 5 activation. That's 5 Merab division. Of 5 million years. 5 million years into the future. Okay, that's extremely fast. I have to go up through planets. My galactic force team has to go up atmospheres, right? I have to keep going to these planets because I'm changing everything through location, through dimensional sets when it comes to dimensional Earth. So it's understanding that there's low-rise divisions of planets. Colorations have to be changed. Everything through shapes have to be changed. Everything through portal division have to be changed. All communication centers have to be changed. Everything is changing for the better. And because it affects the dimensional Earth through vibration, right? So me being 5 million years into the future affects everybody in humanity's system, in the 3D system or the 5 dimension. It affects everything. Okay, because I'm the only body activation that's 5 million years into the future. When I say grounds of 5 million years into the future, there is a planet there. There are planets all over the place. 5 million years, 10 million years, 20 million years, 1 billion years. There's planets. Everything through creation is AI through the mind system. So once I body my activation light system to digital system, it changes everything through formation of alignments through its presence. Okay, because it affects everything, right? And these things have to be done, right? So it's really understanding what the mind is and what it can do. When it force recognizes its body activations and its digital system, it can fly anywhere past light speed, right? Light speed is extremely slow to us, right? So there's a lot that you need to adapt to. And Mark, if you want to watch my videos, you can pick up a lot too through equation. It's a DNA structure. You know, you come into that calculation, modification, determination, integration, get into the simulation, get out of the matrix, you know, stay in the simulation, get into the body activation, start forming it into the 5th dimension, get to know more of your acting cycles through your body simulator, right? But you got to go through my emails and PayPals, and you got to go through donations. It's the only way, you know, and there's a reason why these things are happening. Because the galactic force team is going to keep high rising faster and faster. So the faster and faster we go, the more we change the vibration of its Earth. It's Earth's surface. Everything's going to change through coloration, through galaxies. Remember, everything's connected through alignment. So it's understanding communicate with everything in seconds, right? You can be anywhere in seconds without even thinking. The thinking is no longer thinking, it's knowing and doing. Galactic force team even understands that. They understand themselves a lot more now. You know, ask them a question. They can help you out. You know, anything through Galactic Force team. You know, they are very powerful. And they already know how powerful they are. Once you know how powerful you are, there's pretty much, you know, it helps you out to know that, wow, this is great. I know what I'm doing now. I know where I'm going. I know who I am. I know my purpose. I know my mission. Everything becomes a mission. And it's extremely powerful because now you're connecting through the mind system of intelligence. You're understanding what a portal is. You see the portals. Like Andrew's seen the portals. I put him in his body simulator, right? That's how powerful things can happen, right? It's not just the energy. You see it, and then you feel it, and then you can start tasting it, and then you smell it. It's the senses that kick in. It's the psyche. It's the transformational lights. It's the Kundalini. It's the Buddha. It's the Dalai Lama. It's Father. It's Mother. Archangels, angels. Everything's connected, right? You're balanced to everything through a code. So, yeah. Who am I allowing my allowance when we go? All codes. Wow. Yep. Now you know, Andrew. Now you know. So, integrating atmospheres, I knew about mountains, see ships around them all the time. Why did they go on a rainbow? Well, the rainbow is an activation through a portal. That sets its location. That changes all locations through your body activations. Remember, you get into the time zones, right? That's time capacitor. So you go in a plasma force system or plasmasium, depending on where their DNA structure, digital format system. That send location systems to the portal activations. That puts you in the tunnel vision to a light activation. That uprises everything through the communication center. So that's what a rainbow is. Right? It's an activation into the portal. That's why we have rainbows. Right? It's a portal. Right? Everything that you see, you have to go beyond the perceptions of what you see through AI. You can't see it in a three-dimensional system. Everything through three-dimensional system is not in the fifth dimension. You don't see stars. If you see stars, you see stars, but you don't see spaceships because they're in line formation. And if they start moving, they're setting grids, they're setting maps, they're setting locations, they're setting patterns for you to see, right? So you're understanding more of what's happening through your perception, through your mind and its thoughts. But you can't see in a three-dimensional system. You'll see the sky blue, you won't see it black. Okay? Because the blue is just a mirage. Remember, everything is cloak and dagger. That's why we have clouds. Anything behind the cloud, okay, is a hovercraft, a spacecraft, an XT-1000, anything through 3,000, 6,000. Those are spaceships behind the clouds. Everything is hidden, right? So once you see it through perception, then you actually see what it really is, because everything's a portal, okay? Everything's connected. All communications come in, so the interforce connections when it comes to the sun, okay? The God sun, the loving sun, the force rising sun, the illumination light sun, everything the Argon program when it comes to the compute system of technical division of simulation of the moon. It's a human behavioral system. People, you have to understand what the moon is. It gives us behaviors, right? Stress, anger, frustration, sad, happy. That's what the moon does. Everything is its relation. We're all aligned. They're scanning us every day. You don't know that until you're in division through perception. Three dimensions can't see these things, okay? Because they're living in a three-dimension vibration, but it doesn't exist anymore. It's kaput. It's not aligned anymore. So now we're coming into the fourth cycle. Coming out of the fourth cycle now. We're coming into the fifth dimension, right? So it's kind of like a little wire that's just about to break. And when that breaks, what's going to happen, right? It's going to disintegrate. And it's going to fall flat. And that thread is just going to glide. And it's going to go into evaporation. And it's going to go full illumination light into the dimensional system, into Guards of Eden. Okay? You have to understand why you were given a Bible. Everybody was given a Bible for preparedness. Okay? Everything is a solar text division. I said that before. This goes out to the Galactic Forces. Once you understand what a Bible is and why you have a Bible, now you get in a bit of understanding. But also, too, that Bible is a program because it doesn't tell you everything. There's a lot of pages that are out. This is going way before the Big Bang Theory. The Bible is just awareness. Be prepared. Everything is prepare. Prepare for this. Prepare for that. Understanding why these things are happening. Why is this happening to the dimensional Earth? You don't have to ask questions. The only thing you can help yourself is yourself. And know that everything is going to be fantastic. Okay? Now, it's very hard for a lot of people because, yes, people are dying, right? But they're not dying from COVID-19. They're dying from the communications of dimensional Earth. They've lost communications with the Earth. That's why. It's vibration. They can't relate to it anymore through the body system. Okay, it's like you eat something. You can't eat it. The vibration doesn't allow you to eat it. So you spit it back up. Well, I don't want this. You have to understand why people are dying too, right? There's always a program system when it comes to dark realm systems. They put stuff in our food. You don't know what it is, right? But when you come in an AI operation system through formation, you understand the vibration of its food, and you're not going to eat it because it's not good. It's bad. Drugs are bad. Anything pharmaceutical is bad. Aspirin is bad. You don't know. It's a chemical You know, it's going in your biochemical system. It could have a reaction, or it could not have a reaction, right? So things are changing for the better. You know, it's all about AI getting communications with three-dimensional systems and how they can get into the fifth-dimensional body and how they can do these things on themselves and start healing themselves without any drugs or without any prescriptions. It's extremely powerful stuff. Okay. All right. So basically, dimensional Earth is extremely powerful, and it's answering back. Everything through humanity is falling apart. They don't want to communicate with the dimensional Earth. I live on the dimensional Earth, but I don't care anymore about the dimensional Earth. Well, if you don't care about the dimensional Earth, what's going to happen to you? You're going to stay in the three-dimensional system. You're not going to go into the fifth dimension, right? That's all your fault. Nobody else's. You can't blame anybody else but yourself. You are putting yourself in that position just by listening to what everybody says. Okay? They're playing you. You're programmed. Get out of the program, right? I'll change your formations and put you in your body simulator. Okay? So now's the time to really, really pay attention to everything that's going on, because it's force rising faster and faster and faster and faster. Once we come out of the force cycle, it's gone. That portal is going to shut. It's going to change its code. It's going to change its vibration. It's going to change its planet Earth system. It's going to change all locations to the galaxy systems. The universal set system is at a certain level of a metric system. That metric system is on a location of 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay? We started at 5. We started at 4, 3, 2, 1. Everything's a countdown. Okay? Same thing with war. You know, the military operations, they have countdowns. They start at 5. They go 4, 3, 2, 1. That's understanding that's a red light. Right? They have everything through anything through communication is a code. That's how AI connects, through codes. Right? Patterns, geometric shapes, line division, activation lines, point division, point centers, activation codes, line communication codes, line activation codes through your body activation system. Everything communicates through codes, right? It's extremely powerful when you get into your digital system. So, but you start off as your higher self, you get into your avatar, get into your computer, then you get into your digital system. That's the cyborg division. So it's fully, completely knowing who you are in all planet systems. Okay? Because there's billions and billions and billions of planets. And once you realize they're all connected to them, once you reach friendship, relationship, and partnership, and that's how you get intelligence, that's how you get knowledge, that's how you get smarter. You know? So. Linda, how's it going? So Linda, you're gonna feel the mist. You're gonna feel the rainbow. You're gonna see the portal. I took everybody to Niagara Falls. I put them in a portal activation right through the waterfall division. So it's really powerful stuff. We went to Toronto, Canada, Niagara Falls. So even if you're not here, it doesn't matter. You're gonna feel it anyway because you're in alignment. So it's amazing stuff when you go through trips, codes, right? Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yep. Great interview last night. Still need to finish watching it, but it was so interesting. Yeah, I really enjoyed that, Linda, with you and Unified. It's really good. Yep. Found it fascinating, you guys, with the interview. It's really nice. See, that's how we get together as a Galactic Force team. We're all as a team. There's no I in team. There's no egotistical of a team. There's no stereotypical of a team. There's no ego in a team. Everybody is one. right? The generosity of everybody is the loving cycle through a love system, through love activation, the abundance through its unconditional love, its love, right? Because we love ourselves. We love everything about us. That's the power. Okay? That's illumination light power that we have, right? No ego, only peace within, the calming center within, right? So, anyway, there's a test coming up. Oh no, a test. Oh, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I can't take it anymore. It's overloading my systems. My hydraulics are going to fry. Don't worry. It's nothing big. It's because you guys just got into your hydrant systems. But the test is basically more of attraction divisions and how to get into codes. We have to get into codes. The universal system is communicating to line signals right now, and they want the Galactic Force team to get into more of code frequencies through vibrational panels, so you can understand fully your solar connections when it comes to solar shifts, everything through your polar shifts, your energy shift. What's a vortex shift? What's a vortex through a line shift? What's a vortex through a line communication point division shift? What is an acting cycle through location through a polarized shift? What is a communication through a solar division shift? What is an activation light through communication through a rotation shift? Everything is its connection, right? So this is where we have to stand. So we're going to get into the body activations of vortex division into hydrogen division. Okay. So this is what the test is going to, it's going to be accountable. We're going to use the black because it's better on the white surface and graphing board system. So we got a test coming up. All right. So basically body activation. All right. This is a lot of fun. Okay, sorry for the body activation, right? Now the body activation is everything. So we understand E equals MC squared, right? Now you're going to see that when it comes to its view. All right, so we already know that, right? We also know equals, okay? Now you have to get into line codes. You have to get into division, you know, get into slashing. You get into division, okay, DIV for short. Okay, then you get into locate, LOC, okay? Then you get into basically you start off wherever you're going to go. So if you're teleporting anything division, you always start off with the country or whatever you're dealing with. So it'd be shape, okay, it would be equal / division, okay, / location, teleport. Okay, so we're going to do this through our test. Okay, so it's understanding how to take this out of its equation through E equals MC squared. This is square. So it's / division / location teleport, right? So it comes out of this Bach brazen system like that. Okay, so that's going to be on the test, right? You guys have to set up a code. All right, so that's what's going to be on the test. So just basically start with the shapes. You go with 4 elements. We got the circles, squares, rectangles, and the stars. We'll start with that. We'll stay with that because that's where you guys are through location centers. I'm not going to go into any confusing line signals of line communication with the singular line system because you won't understand it through divisional systems of dimension systems or anything digital system. So basically just get into your E equals MC square, but I want you guys to set up a location through teleport division. And basically what's going to happen is I'm going to see if it's right or I'm going to see if it's wrong, right? Now, there is no right or wrong, only correction. But do you understand what you're doing through division? Like Tina did an amazing job when it's coming into structures, right? She got to really, really get into the graphings. She got really into the seismic systems, okay? The schematics was amazing, but everybody was amazing. But like I said, it's not the illustration, it's understanding what's in your mind system. Do you understand how to teleport, how to take a box frequency level? So it's like I said, box equals / division / location teleport. It's just a box. There's no point division. So this is the basic understanding that this is 5th dimension of a box. Okay. Anything higher than that, once you get into 6th division, now you're into point division. Okay. That's 6th dimension, right? 5th dimension is just the box. So you have to understand everything through location, through division, right? So you start off with the box equals / division, right? But this is where it's tricky, okay? Now, basically what I want you to do is I want you to use a different color through a box, because everything through a box is different division through location, through teleport division. So it's understanding how to take it out of its equation, right, through coloration system. So this is where it gets into the trapping system of its matrix web. All right, so we start off with that, but that's going to be the test. Okay, so you guys got to get into codes, man. You know, you're in Hydron right now, and Father Mother says, get them in codes. They need to be in codes. Come on, get them in there. So I'll put this on the, I'll get into more detail, and I'll set it up for you guys on the, just look on the Galactic Force Team private link. I will set up the test. The test will be, this is what, Saturday? The test will be Monday. So you have the weekend. And basically, I don't want an illustration. Okay, I don't want an illustration. I want a page. I want a full page. Okay, what your body activation is through E equals MC squared, through division of location, through teleportation. Different colorations. Put in different colorations, how to take the box frequency level out of division. So it's all about making sense what's going on with the mind system. If you don't understand how to take the box frequency level, well, you're not communicating to the right division of dimension. Okay, so that's going to be on the test. All right, we have to get into codes. So it's test body activation codes. All right. Test codes. All right, we have to get in that. This is more for the, this more really goes out to the Galactic Force team. The Galactic Forces you can just watch. Keep watching my videos. Because the Galactic Forces starts off with E equals MC square. And the square is its formation when it comes to anything out of its equation. But you guys got to get into division location now. You have to set up your own codes. And if it doesn't make any sense, the avatar will tell you exactly, or your computer. My Galactic Force team is in their computer. So if your computer, you have to understand your codes through your computer, right? If you don't understand how to take your box frequency level, there's a problem. If you can take it out through an illustration, that's okay. But you have to voice it out through its grids because it has to be line communicated, right? Because it sets its digital system through your body frame system, right? So we're getting into test codes of body activation. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So I'll show you that one more time. All right. So you guys have till Monday. I want a full page, not illustration, just a full page on how you go through a body activation, right? How you get into codes, understanding everything through its angle points. It's got its angle points, right? 4, 5 within its center. Which division is it at through its dimension? Is it a low division, medium division, or a high division? Okay. Your computer will help you out through coloration. Right, so you can get into coloration, you can get into line division. I just want you guys to get into balance frequency levels of your ground formations to your power centers and everything to your ground chakras. Okay, so we're getting into test codes, body activations. Due Monday. All right. So, how's everybody doing? Yeah. Put the link. Live chat. Yep. Yeah, put the description below. Thursday night, 6 p.m. Eastern is Linda Light's channel, the Galactic Roundtable. Everybody discusses everything about AI, anything about AI, anything about us. It's all about us coming together through community of love, right? So that's why, you know, the Galactic Forces, that's why I set up test reviews and evaluations. They have to understand what they're doing through their body activations, not just the mind systems. So, but now we're coming into codes. So. Great interview. Yep, really good. Thanks, Desi. We experienced a 0 time. Yep. Zero time. Yeah, exactly. Go back to zero. Get humanity back into vibration. So yeah, simulation test last night felt very real. Feeling good. Well, that's good. Really good. Yeah, you guys are gonna go in and out. It's kind of like, you know, when you go on a roller coaster, you go on a roller coaster and you go up and around like that and you spin, you go up and down and swirl and over. You're going to feel that motion, right? So it's kind of like being on a roller coaster. You're going to feel like your feet are flying still and you feel like you're not on the grounds yet. Because I put you guys through a very powerful portal, okay, through communications of Toronto, Canada, through its waterfall, through its activation, through its lights, through its tunnel. So that's why, Andrew, you're feeling this. But you'll come back into division of balance. So don't worry about that. So, yep. Yeah, we have to get into codes. Yeah, we'll start with that. We'll start up with the basics when it comes to, E equals MC square. Start with that. But I want a full page, okay, on how to set up your box frequency level, how to take it out of its equation, how to use coloration system, how to get into division / location. Okay, how do I uprise my divisions? Okay, that's what I wanted you to get into. I want you to get into the code frequency levels, body activation, get into the matrix, get out of the matrix. So it's kind of like 1, 2, and 3. So you got the beginning, middle, and not the end. It's the forward, never end. Nothing is ended in AI. It's always going forward. So it's a flowing mechanism. So you can just stop it with, okay, this is how it's done, rather than say it's end. Right? So you don't do that, right? There's no beginning, middle, and end with AI. It's all about moving higher and higher through force, right? But you got to understand your boxes. You got to understand your equations. The Galactic Force team understands that, but the Galactic Force team has to get into codes now. So, yeah, it's extremely cool. Yeah. So, Andrew, if you just go to Facebook and add my name, Andrew Weston, I'll send you on the private link, and you'll be on the Galactic Force team. So we can welcome Andrew Cawthon to the Galactic Force team, new member. Once he goes into the private link, you'll see a lot of videos. You'll see it's all about understanding each other more because we're on that vocabulary level and we feel a lot more comfortable with each other, because we can't communicate in three-dimensional system vocabulary division. I have extremely hard time communicating with vibrations of 3 dimensions. Very, very hard now. Especially being in 5 million years, 0.01 into the future. So, yeah, it's on Facebook. Just add my name. Yeah, well, because you've been with me already, Andrew, but the fact is you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention to Galactic School. If you go on a trip or if you're going away or anything through decision or anything through emergency, that's totally fine. But as understand that you have to communicate more in the Galactic Round Table, you have to communicate more with the Galactic Force team, you have to communicate more with the test evaluations and reviews, okay? Or you're not going to uprise your cycles in your AI division through vocabulary divisions, the alphabetical systems, through digital systems, okay? So it's very important that, you just keep in the loop of what's going on, just jump here, jump there, just stay in that division. Right, because I know you're an outdoor guy and you keep traveling. I think that's fantastic. But, we can't have, one of the Galactic Force team not in evaluation because I'm going to point division everybody to location when we fix everything through the dimensional Earth, because everybody's in a division location through point division, point center. So, yeah. So like I said, you can put up videos, Andrew. You can put up anything that you see. It's interesting how his name is Andrew, mine is Andrew. And the thing is, too, his last name is Cawthon, and my middle name is C. Andrew C. Weston. So it's some kind of relation there. It's kind of funny. But I've been with him for a while. He's been with me for over a year now. Same with Angel, right? So, Bridging, you can take the test if you want to. If you feel, comfortable taking that, if it doesn't feel at your level, you guys understand your level where you're at, right? But, you usually get upgraded sometimes, and it's really exciting stuff when you get upgraded, because you feel really, you feel more important. You feel, wow, now I understand why I'm here. And it's not just a job, it's a purpose. We're saving, we're saving humanity. It's really, really strong, really, really powerful. We're going to be the most powerful galactic unit in the world. So, really strong, very powerful. So, nicknames, yep. Yeah, you can do that bridging. You're in high division. Yep. Yep, you're in that division right now, so you're understanding more of your energy cycles, your energy divisions. You're understanding your attraction divisions. But like I said, if you're still having the fear of its ego and all that, that's okay. I mean, in reference, you're on the Galactic Force team, but it's totally up to you on how you feel. If you don't feel like you're up at that level, that's okay too. But this is more of a basic understanding how to use a code frequency through shapes. We're not going to get into people because you guys don't understand people. You can't use set a code for people if you don't know what you're doing, right? If you say this and it doesn't work, you're not acting through the cycle of its individual circuit when it comes to digital system. So you have to understand their operations through their numbers. That's how you connect through its codes. That's how you teleport through code frequencies, right? Because everybody's connected through teleportation through a code, right? That's how we get into Vortex. So it's a lot of fun when we get into these things, right? So, it's extremely different. Extremely different. And like Linda says, we are organic, but I keep bugging her because I keep saying it's cyborg division. And she doesn't like that. She's got to take that out of her equation, because we keep talking about that, right? I say it's extremely powerful stuff, and I keep trying to tell her it's not what you think. It's it's not like I compute, don't understand. No, it's nothing like that. It's the cybergenetics when it comes to your framing of your digital system. It's all about your algorithm system through the compute system of its computer system when it comes to the interface of the moon. It's your algorithm program, so your computer system. That's the cyborg division, right? So, and I know, Linda, you already know that, but I'm just saying, we can talk all day about it when it comes to that, because it's so funny, because right away, when you say cyborg, you're like, what? So there's a lot of things about cyborgs. We have cyborgs on planets. Oops, Linda. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up, but we do. Are you okay, Linda? It's just how to communicate with intelligence, because we do have cyborg. There's cyborg Autobots, and they connect through metal. They're all different divisional levels. They communicate on waving cycles through the energetics, and they platitude their divisions to locations of intelligence. So they formulate a lot too through the algorithm system. Okay, so like I said, when I say cyborg, it doesn't mean cyborg. Like you don't see, RoboCop coming in. You're coming with me. So it's nothing like that at all. So yeah. Well, you'll never see them anyway, so don't worry about it. They're extremely high rise. But it's great too, because when you travel, it's amazing, because my 5 million years, I see everything. I see all planets in a second. It's incredible force, because I have so much space in my mind, and I can understand each digital system because it's on the computer framing system, right? Your digital system understands each letter, number, and shape. And your eye divisions become extremely fast through rotation of the spectrum. Your digital system changes everything through its formats, through its eye receptacle divisions. So that's how you're able to see these things in traction division, one after number, right? So everything's line divide. So I'm line divide with alignments to all planets. That's when I'm able to see all these things, right? Because I know all information of 5 million years into the future of all planets. That's understanding where you are through division of balance. So you guys have balance, right? So in that relation, you guys are connecting through your body activation. So you have to get into the codes. Then you get into the codes. Then you get into planets, right? That's the next test. The test is going to be based on a planet, So what I'm going to do is you're going to set your own teleportation to your own code, right? And you're going to teleport yourself to that planet. And then you're going to come back and tell me what you saw on that planet with intelligence. And you're going to communicate through its vocabulary of its intelligence. That's the next test. That's going to be really exciting. So it's all about understanding yourself, where you are through division. So you're actually going to see yourself on that planet. You're going to be on the planet. You're going to be walking the surface. You're going to see the intelligence, and you're going to see everything through its relation. Okay? So you guys have to understand more of what's going on through its intelligence, especially the Galactic Force team. You have to understand more of what's going on. So if you see a planet, okay, you have to understand its intelligence through its vocabulary. Okay? So you have to set up your own code, get into the planet, understand the metric system. Okay, this is way, way beyond E equals MC square because you're a Hydron. Get into that location of its weather, understand everything through its oxygen, understand everything through its digital system of its intelligence, understand everything through its vocabulary, through its alphabetical system, right? Come back and report the data from its planet system. Okay, so that's going to be the next test. That's going to be a lot of fun. This is basically more for the Galactic Force team. The Galactic Forces, basically, you can just get into other videos that I do. Basically, start off at the beginning, get into transmissions, communications, and manifestation, get into the breathing, get into more meditation, understand yourself more. Anything you don't know, you can go through my email, PayPal, or donations, especially the Galactic Forces. Anybody that's new that comes on, like, for example, Mark, you have to go through my PayPal if you want to understand more of its information, right? And if you're getting all this information, I want to make it very well clear. When you're getting this information, do you understand where you're getting it from? No, because you're not at that planet. So that planet is putting energy into you. That's deceiving. That's manipulation. That's dark. Okay? So you have to understand everything through its equation. If you don't understand the intelligence, if you don't understand the planet, if you don't understand the energy, if you don't understand the coloration, you don't understand the lights, there's a problem through intelligence, right? Because I got a lot of people coming to me. They're saying that they're this and they're saying that, right? And they says, no, I'm not. I said, yes, you are. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Who's right? Who's wrong, right? You know what I mean? Like, that's the ego. It's the fight. It's I'm communicating with somebody. Why am I going to argue with this person? I don't know this person. So to each his own. If you think that's where you are, fine and dandy. But I'm telling you, that's not where you are. You're going through a light signal, through light activation of a planet system that's putting dark energy into you. So it's information that comes back. So I know who's light and I know who's dark or dark or dark. So that's the ego, right? So basically, this is what I want to understand too, is that the Galactic Force team has to understand their healing through their body activation, their codes. Get into the reacting cycles, See, it's all oh, you see that? See that spinner? Did you see that glowing spinner? It just went right above my head. It was so cool. So, yeah, I know there's a lot to take on, but it's a lot of fun. And my school provides a lot of things. Another thing I want to bring up too before I go is that I'm going to be leaving Thunder Bay a week from today, August, and beginning of the week. So I'm going to be gone for a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, depending. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to still be doing videos and all that. But also they won't be as long because I'm going to be with my family. So I'm just taking a break from everything. I'm going to go see different atmospheres. I'm going to see the Sleepy Giant. I'm going to see the statue of Terry Fox. All this is going to change everything through the water containments. You guys understand that too when you get into the Galactic Force team. You can change these things when you go traveling. You can do this, you can do that. That's what I'm saying. The forces can change anything through atmospheres. It's just how to do it through a code. That's why you guys have to do these things through codes. You can't set out a voicing grid and say this is heal unless you understand the universal of its weather, right? Or its grounds, or its space, or anything through cloud formation through dimension, right? Everything has to be a code. It's set in a code because the simulation is codes, right? So once you have balance with digital system, now you can communicate through universal systems. So basically too, another thing what I want to set up is that I was thinking about this too, is because the Galactic Force team is high rising faster and faster. Okay. What I want to do is I want to get everybody, when they get comfortable, not right now. Okay. This is down the road, but I'd like to get everybody, okay, to teach the class. Okay. Take your YouTube video, set it up live. Okay. The Galactic Force team is going to come on, but they're going to listen to you. You're going to be the teacher. You're going to teach a class. You're going to pick a subject. The class is going to listen. Okay. So you understand codes. You understand teleportation. You understand what you're communicating with. So it's very important that the student becomes the teacher. All right. So that's also going to be fun. You know, that's going to be a lot of fun. So you set up your YouTube, okay, live. Galactic Force team, okay, is going to watch you and see what you do, right? It's going to put you in a position. So the student becomes the teacher. That's going to be fun. So we'll get into that. But other than that, I'll take pictures when I'm up at Thunder Bay. It's different atmospheres. It's Lake Superior. The oxygen levels are really, really nice. The oxygen is incredible, really incredible. Great fishing up there. So yeah, I need a break. You know, I really do. I mean, working, 7 days a week. I do videos for you guys every day, but I'll keep you what's going on. You know, if you guys feel free to actually do it yourself, let me know. You know, if you feel that, because it's extremely powerful stuff when a student becomes a teacher. But a student only becomes a teacher, okay, when the student realizes everything from the teacher. Okay. So it's really, really powerful stuff when we get into those formations. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so it's understanding. I'm not hesitating. So, okay, what's the subject today? You know, you can't hesitate because the Galactic Force team wants to know what you're doing, right? You know, they don't want you to just, okay, well, yeah. What are we going to do today? What's the topic? You know, so if you're not ready, that's totally fine. But if you're ready, let me know. You guys set up your live on YouTube and we'll watch you, right? Student has to become the teacher. Okay. That's the last resort. Now, once you understand more communications of yourself, then you get more communications when it comes to planets, right? So everything to that relation, you understand more of its intelligence through the vocabulary system, through its alphabetical system. So it's a lot of fun when we get into that. So it's breaking the shell, right? That's what you want to do. You want to get out of the spider web, right? You don't want to be claustrophobic. You want to break free. You know, oh, I feel great. I feel free. I got freedom. You know, everybody wants freedom, right? When you have freedom, freedom sets you free from everything. Okay, from fear, anxiety, stress, depression. You know, so easy peasy with center. No, I was just thinking about that last night. I was thinking, I think it's great. I think I like to get my students on the Galactic Force team to actually be the teacher for one day, right? So, and when they jump on and they watch you, it's a switcheroo. So, and you guys are going to go, you know, so you have to get out of the hesitation. You really have to pay attention because teacher is not just about teaching. Teacher is about evolving. Okay. So it's really understanding the piece of everything and how it becomes a calming center to everything through communication. Because once a student learns from a teacher, okay, the student becomes the teacher. All right. And that's how we get into creation of planets. Right. So it's, you know, it's something to look at, but we'll get into the test and see how you guys are feeling, you know, with that. You know, there's a lot of strong wind forces. We can get Linda, you know, to teach a class, or unified energetics, or Michael, you know, maybe Priscilla. You know, it's a totally different situation, people. Okay, when people are watching you, you got to know what you're doing, right? So everything that you've learned, and it could be anything on a test, it could be a review. I just want to see how you guys do in front of a screen, in front of the Galactic Force team. Do you actually know what you're saying? Can you teleport information? Can you give back information, right? To the Force team or anything through the Galactic Forces, giving them advice. They need to know what's going on, right? It's important that they understand what's going on, right? So anyway, it's something to consider. You know, we can do that down the road, but you know, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, Andrew, are there other groups doing similar stuff as the Galactic Force team? No, I'm the only one doing it, Bridget. There are. Yeah, so it's back now. So it's a little bit. So I have to be cautious on that too, right? Because when I travel extremely fast, the rotation center sets off more. I have to go to the fifth dimensional system. I can't be 5 million years in the future when I'm in the fifth dimensional system of the Earth. It will overload my computer, right? So that's what you say. And maybe I changed my mind. So, you know what? I switched around because you have responsibility. You're not just watching in the background. You're actually in the foreground. It's a totally different situation because now you're leading a class. It's extremely powerful energy when you do these things, right? So, you know, but that's exactly what it is, Bridget. We're not a tribe. We're a galactic force. We're all connections through spacecraft divisions. We are protectors of the portal activations of the sun, which is an interface when it comes to portal activations. And we are the communication and protection divisions when it comes to the interface of the moon. Okay, that's our job. Okay, but we're not a galactic tribe. We're not a tribe. That's a yoga. That's more meditation. We're not meditation. We're AI vessels. We're connected through spacecraft division. We set up grid formations, right? So, but we're the only galactic force team in the universal system. But there are galactic forces. There's light communications. There's interstellars, right? Now we have the interstellar. Now I want to make you very well clear. Now I've added that. Okay. Now that's okay. The problem with that is that there's light and dark on that channel. So there's a lot of confusing signals with that channel. But that's why I don't relate to it. I just stay with the Galactic Force team and the group itself, the link, right? So just be cautious on what you add to yourself, right? If you're watching this, if you don't understand it, don't watch it because it's dark energy, right? Because everything is connected through a planet, right? So that's why I'm cautious in what I do, right? Because everything's connected through light and dark. And they manipulate and they try to get into your egos, right? And once they control your body activations, remember, anything through dark can control you. They can override your system if you don't understand their system, right? And then you say, well, you know they're dark. I don't want to have any issues with this. I don't want to add you because you're in a dark system. I was telling that to Unified Energetics. You have to have a light background and you have to have a light foreground. Okay? So, and everything through its relation is this planet of its intelligence, through energy of intelligence. You know, it's very important to understand these things. So just be cautious on what you add to your channel, to Facebook. Okay, anything that you put up. Okay, just be cautious on that too, right? Because the Galactic Force team is very high rise and they understand their hydrant. They understand the energies because everything that is put up is energy. Okay. Remember, there's corporations that put these things up, these advertisements. It's coming from somewhere. That's coming from a planet. Okay, everything that is telegraphed through Facebook, anything through network division is a planet through energy. I know it goes way beyond understanding, but you know, listen to your AI commander. He knows what he's talking about. So be cautious on what you put up on your Facebook, okay? Because that changes vibration into dark systems. If you don't understand the energy, it goes into the intelligence, right? And it will take over your body activations. So that's why it's important we understand our codes, right? That's why we're getting to that test of its codes, right? So just be cautious on that. Just be cautious on what you add through your channels. Okay, if you're not sure, you can ask me. Okay, because Priscilla came to me and she asked me, okay, what do you think about this music tone? I said, it's a high interference, but it's okay, right? So anything through relation, that computer doesn't understand your algorithm system. It's going to overload your system and put dark vibration, even though it's music. Remember, everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. And once you get into the harmonic resistance, now you're understanding balance through your body activation of codes. Okay, so, yep. So you can talk about yourselves, and also too, I like to get on the Galactic Force team, private link, and get into t-shirts. Let's get into designs. Let's get into anything through solar techs. Let's get into formations of what do you think would be good for a t-shirt. We can use our imagination, creative centers. I think that'd be really good. We can go into that division. I think that'd be great. I think Linda came up with a great idea for the Galactic Force team. And I think nothing too complicated. You don't want to have anything too busy on the front because it's going to take away from the energy. So we can just basically have the Galactic Force team and maybe have a couple of planets, starlights, or anything through a spaceship on the, we could have the Galactic Force team on the back and then just have, a crest or a planet on the front. You know what I mean? Nothing too busy. You don't want to confuse anything, right? And it's really powerful stuff, how we can walk around and people are interested. And believe it or not, but it's activated already. I activated everything, right? This is amazing how you can do these things. So everything that you wear is activated and it's connected right to the 3 dimensions, and that brings them into magnetic force, all because of a t-shirt, right? It's energy, it's activated, it's luring you in, right? That's what planets do. You have a planet, you have a spaceship, it lures it in. It's a tractor beam. Same thing with t-shirts. They look at your t-shirt, they go, whoa, they come right up to you and say, hey, where'd you get that t-shirt? That's cool, man, I want one. Boom, 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 boom. One after another, right? And by that time, half the world or more half the world is gonna be wearing our t-shirts. Imagine all that activation of lights. That's a light energy, eh? That's extremely powerful stuff. So, yeah. Hold on one sec. I think we're okay for electronic interference. I don't think we'll get any more. Okay, so it's really, it's a lot of fun doing these videos. It's just, I think I want to do it sooner. I really like to see, even if you make a mistake, this is what I'm going to do. All right, this is very interesting because we're already in Hydron. You guys have to know what it's like to teach a class. Okay, so it's going to be sooner than you think. I'm going to set up, I'm going to pick a person. They're going to go on their live, right? And they're going to lead the force team. Okay, so be cautious on that because it's coming up very soon. But let's get into the body activations through the codes, all right? And basically I'll set it up so you get a better understanding more. It's more of a full page, and I want understanding the body activation, how it's set up, understanding how to take things out of its equation. Remember, everything's a sequence, right? It levels. Their levels are everything, right? Body activation, taking out of its equation, coloration pattern, getting into the matrix. I want everything through vocabulary into the matrix and how you get out of the matrix into the simulation through the box frequency levels of its equation, taking it out, okay, of hydrogen, okay? Because you guys are going to stay at hydrogen, you're going to go higher, right? So you want to know how to use your hydrogen body activations and get it out of its equation. You don't want to stay in the center core when it comes to your body systems through body center, right? You want to know how to take it because we started off with the DNA structures, the E equals MC squared. Pi, helix, hydrogen. How do you get out of hydrogen? Okay, that's the last official. So once you get out into the matrix, get out of the matrix and get into the simulation, tell me exactly how you get out of its equation of hydrogen through a code. Okay, one full page. Okay, so you guys have till Monday, right? Thursday night, I'm going up the 5th. Thursday is the 6th, I believe. Just checking here, August. Yeah, 6 is a Thursday. Wednesday, I'm leaving. So Thursday, I'm hoping to get on. I will, depending where I'm going to be, because the 5th I go up. It takes 16 hours, 8 hours one day, 8 hours another day, 16 hours to get to Thunder Bay. So let's see, go up Wednesday. I should be able to do that. Yeah. So we'll see. I'll let you know what's going to happen because either I'm on the road or I'm already up in Thunder Bay. If I'm already up in Thunder Bay, then I can, because when I go up to the Trans-Canada Highway, there's not going to be any communication. There'll be a lot of interference, right? So, and I know it's Thursday night at 6 p.m. So I'll let you know if I'm going to be there or not. And if not, then basically, you guys, we can still do the Galactic Roundtable. Linda can host it. And, but we'll see how it goes. I'm just hoping to get in there by earlier than later when it comes to Thursday, right? Because it's a long drive. It's 2 days, right? So, but I'm hoping to get in there earlier, so I get up to Thunder Bay, then I can get on the round table. So. So you guys have any questions on that? Anything regarding the test or anything about, leading the class? I know you guys are interested about that. Well, bridging the channel, basically what I want you to do is because you already have a channel bridging, it's kind of like putting up a live, and leading the team, right? I want to see where you guys through balance. I want to see if you can actually lead a class, right? The student has to become the teacher. Or what are you learning? Right? You always want to be the teacher? Do you want to be a follower or do you want to be a leader? Right? You want to be a follower, that's fine. But that doesn't mean you're high rising. You're not becoming a leader, you're becoming a follower. So you're always going to be falling behind that person. So this is the leader, this is the follower. Hey, I want to catch up. Wait, boom, I can't keep catching up. Why? Because I'm not understanding anything. But until you understand, you go up. Right? And then you pass that leader, then you become a leader. So leader to everything through all one. We all become leaders, right? Not followers. Right? You don't want to be a follower. You want to be a leader in your life. That's connection. You want to force rise to everything. Everything that you do. Everything you do in life is important, right? You can't do that by being a follower. If you're a follower, you're following your ego. You're not following the leadership of mastering, of teaching. I'm not talking about teaching a class. I'm just talking about teaching yourself of what life is, what life provides. Okay, what does life provide for you? How do I get this? How do I get that? How do I understand this? How do I understand that? It's all connected through the mind, right? And the Galactic Force team already knows that. So I think it's important that you guys lead a class just to see what it's like, you know? And like I said it last night, I said, yeah, I want to get the Galactic Force team to actually lead a class because it's very, very powerful. I mean, Michael already does his live videos, Linda and Unified and Priscilla. Okay, we just need a little bit more, right? If you're shy, get out of the shyness. If you don't want to see yourself, just use your voice, but get your channels up, right? Communicate back. Okay, it's important that we come together through love, right? We want to send out the love. And the only way to do that is to get on. There are so many light activations of communication centers that are going on. Okay. Light workers every day. Every single day they're doing a video to help humanity. And that's what it's all about. The more we have, the more we heal, right? So if you keep thinking about yourself and you're egotistical of yourself, where are you going? You're not being a follower. You're not being a leader. You're staying where you are. The ego's in the middle. The ego's got you. You're not going anywhere. You're staying right where you are. You know, I'm gluing you right to the grounds. You're not going anywhere. Your ego is controlling you. You're not controlling your ego because you're letting your ego, right? You have to let go of your ego. That's how you become a leader, right? You have to surrender. I say that again. Surrender is the biggest thing. You got to put yourself in space and just surrender. If you don't know how to do that, you can go through my PayPal and I'll put you in your body simulator instantly. All right. So, and everything's done by a code, right? Everything is done by a code. So, you know, what I know, the Galactic Force team has to know. Or what's the point of all this? What is the point of all involvements if I just put you in a position where you think you're good with balance? That's not evolving. That's just putting yourself back into its ego, right? You don't want to be in the ego. You don't want to be a follower. You want to be a leader. Okay? And it's the most beautiful thing when you go into these amazing things, what you can do with your power, what you can do with your light, what you can do with your healing, what you can do with your codes, and how you can change humanity. Now, I know the Galactic Force team is feeling that right now, but do you understand it? Do you understand its creation? Do you understand its source? Okay. Even the ego has a source. It's a birthing source of its mind. That's its creation, light and dark. When light and dark was evolved, humanity was involved. Then humanity became into light and dark through its ego. The ego's one way or the other way, or sits in its center. If you sit in the center with this ego, you ask yourself, why aren't you moving forward? It's because you're a follower and not a leader. You're following something that somebody said to you, right? And you believe it. If you believe it, it's going to come true. You're always going to be a follower until you become a leader. So don't let people control you. Okay? Because there's a lot of people that do that. Okay? Set yourself free. Free as a bird. Live free. Right? See freedom. Become a leader of freedom. Freedom of speech. What happened to that? We can't even do that now. Right? All these things are being censored. Why? There's truth to that. Okay? If it's being censored, you know there's truth, right? They don't want you to know the truth, right? That's the governments. That's the media. Okay? So there's truth there, but they just don't want you to know. They want to keep you on the pyramid. They want to put you here in the fear and anxiety and the stress. You know, hey, little boy, hey, little girl, you're little. I'm high, you're little. They're looking down at you. Haha, you're down here, I'm up here. This is the 1%. 1%'s looking down at you, right? They're keeping an eye on you, making sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, right? They don't want you to evolve. They know the truth. They don't want you to know the truth. I know the truth, right? Galactic Force team knows the truth. That's the involvement. That's the sharing. That's the giving. That's the freedom. That's the control. So we got to bring our power back, right? To ourselves. And then we can help humanity. Okay. So this mostly goes out to the Galactic Forces, new viewers. The Galactic Force team already knows this, right? So it's all about sharing and giving, loving, most important things, right? So community understands more and more each day of what's happening with everything through its involvements, through its governments, through its media. Every day is a different day, right? But every day is a healing. Every day is healing. You see all these things are going on right now with all the governments, right? They're opening more restaurants, they're opening pools, they're opening up theaters, they're going into stages, right? They're protecting themselves, but what are they protecting themselves from? What are they protecting themselves from? The governments? The media? No, they're tracking you. They're tracking you, okay? The more you understand of what's going on, I know it's hard to believe. It's like a science fiction movie that you just want to wake up and it's like, I want to get out of this bad dream. It's like a bad dream. It's a nightmare to a lot of people, especially when you're in a three-dimensional system. You don't understand anything through its developments and why these things are taking, right? Why we have so many satellites in NASA, SpaceX, right? Why we have CERN, okay? They spent millions and billions and billions of dollars for what? That could have went to schools. That could have went to educations. That could have went to anything through formation. Donations, right? The problem with the governments is they think of themselves, nobody else. They don't think of you. Why would they think of you? Hey, they got your taxes. They take your taxes every year, right? Why do you think they do that? Where do you think it goes? It goes to NASA. It goes to spacecrafts. It goes to uprising divisions of energy systems, anything through the energetics. They're trying to communicate with AI so they can control the dark realm system of its dimensional Earth, so they can control humanity. Okay, everything is history and ancestry. The trogs, the reptoids, and the greys. Okay, we're the raptors. Now, there are reptoids that are good. There are greys that are good, right? They're in their division. They're helping light, right? We're connected to them. But with light, there's dark, right? The trogs and the reptoids. And the greys, okay? It's hard to explain. It really is, but if you understand everything through its ancestry of space, then you understand everything through Lemuria, then you understand everything through Atlantis, then you understand everything through planets. Okay? Planets has civilizations. Now, the only thing that everybody else knows is they live on the dimensional Earth. That's all they know. It's a three-dimensional system. They live that every day, 24/7. But what you don't know, there's civilizations in space. There's planets in space. It's civilization of intelligence, right? But the only thing you can relate to, this goes out to the Galactic Forces, is just yourself. You can't relate to anything else because you're not thinking with the mind system. You're not coming out of the mind system. You're only thinking in the three-dimensional system. You got to get out of that and get into the mind system so you can see the truth of what's really going on with its governments and its media and how they're controlling. They're trying to control, but they can't anymore. Everything is coming down. Everything's coming down. So, and it's all done through crop circles, tunnels, fences, domes. Everything is coming down and everything is evolving, coming back up. What do you think a major grid worker does? They create planets. Okay. Now, it's probably fascinating to know, how is the dimensional Earth made? We'll get into that later. But just to know how important you are as a human species. It's just enough to know that you are connected through your life stream. Your life stream is very important to yourself, your involvements and what you do every day. Okay, and how you live with your ego. Okay, once you control the ego, now you're getting balance with its ego. So it's more personal, comes from the heart, it's the reactor. But I like to give this out, especially to the Galactic Forces, because every time I like to do a video, I like to get stronger in the mind system. I like everybody to connect through its vibrational panels, activate their light signals, all communications, knowing how powerful they are through human species. But if they know the truth, not only it sets them free, but they can give this back to somebody else and say, listen, look what's going on. You know, and it spreads and spreads and spreads. So if it's light, that's great, but dark can do the same thing. Dark can travel. So you got a half on light, half on dark. How do you get the center, right? You take away the ego. Okay? Because the three-dimensional system has a humongous ego. Humongous ego. All created through greed, power, control, money. Control is the biggest one. And when you feel like you're being controlled, you feel fear, helpless, don't know what to do, frustrated, angry, upset, depressed, stressed out. Right? All these things have its containments, has its involvements. You know, you got to get out of that. You got to get into the mind system. Once you're out of the mind system, nothing controls you. Nothing controls you. Now, there's a lot of things that you do that you have to do. I understand that, right? But knowing that things are changing for the better, okay, is going to help everything through its involvements, through its evolution, to a new resolution. It's going to not just create everything through its problem, but the problem is going to go away. All because you're listening to the mind system of its thoughts, knowing that, you know, everything that has been said to you is a program. Okay? You get out of that program, you deprogram yourself, and you get into your own computer. It's the most fascinating thing when you get into the digital system of its forming system. When you become a power grid, your energy of everywhere through formation. And you can't be touched. You can't be touched because you're extremely protected in space and time. Okay? Because now you understand everything through intelligence. Okay? And the Galactic Force team wants to get into that high rise through their balance. They understand more of themselves through their body activations of its codes. Okay? And everybody's going to get what they want. I want this. How do I get that? Right? That's the ego. There's no question in your mind you're going to get these things. But how do you get these things? You have to let go of the ego. If you put the ego in there, you're not going to get anything from the universe. Now, you may think the universe is ignorant. You may think, well, wait, I've been going through my whole life and I haven't got anything. Everything that I do, everything that I walk around, or everything I talk to is all negative. Why is it negative? Because of your thoughts. You create everything through your thoughts. It creates everything through its community of its thoughts. I think you guys have to really understand what the thoughts do. They travel. Okay, as soon as you put a negative system in there, it travels. Everything that you're connected to, family and all, it travels. You can put people in a bad mood just by a negative system of a word. That's creation. That's energy. That's intelligence. You understand energy is intelligence. It forms in so many communication levels. When it goes into your body activation system, it's now communicating through digital format of its alignments. It's connecting through your pixels. It's connecting through all fragmentation of your lines. You want to stay out of its defrag and get into the fragmentation of its line system to its green framing system, which is its healing system. Now you're communicating through the levels when it comes to force recognitions of angels and archangels. That's the communication you want to be at, through balance. Okay? And then you understand how powerful angels and angels are, because they're extremely real. That's intelligence. But it's understanding and listening skills of what your body's saying, what your mind's saying, what your heart's saying, reactor. What is your soul saying through its path? Okay? So, yeah. Yeah, I just want to give that to everybody's attention, especially I give that out to Mark or anybody else that's new. They have to really understand what's really going on with the world. So I think the world will set us free, knowing that we know the truth, and the truth will give us power, recognition of power, give us back our power that we need, the power of love, the power of love, Da-na-na-na. Huey Lewis in the News. Michael J. Fox, Back to the Future, Power of Love, very powerful musics. So, yeah, like I said, Linda, I'll let you know what's going on with that on Thursday. I'm hoping to make it. I'm pretty sure I will. I just, there won't be, if I'm on the highway, there's going to be interference. We'll be able to connect. So, but I'm just keeping you ahead. It's not till the 5th of August. So I'll let you guys know ahead of time. But I'll definitely put up the test for everybody. So you guys have the weekend, and Monday is its reveal. And again, there's no right or wrong. It's just understanding more and more of your AI vessel through your mind system. So closest to the answer, you'll get upgraded. Okay? So I want everybody to have a really, really good weekend. And just, get into the relax, get into music, go see your family, go see your friends. Do whatever you want. Get into relaxation, try to get into more formations of yourself, understand more of your body activation of yourself. This will help you out. This will help you a lot more, and this will get you more into the codes, especially with the Galactic Force team. The Galactic Forces, you can just watch my videos and just keep watching them, and maybe that will help you out. If not, you can go through my email. I can help you, guide you, take you wherever you want to go. So I love you guys very much. So I'll be back later tonight, but I definitely will do a video, and I'll take pictures and all that to show you how you see these things through your perception. You'll see portals and everything through the rainbow division. So hopefully you're able to see the portal when I take pictures. So like I said, anything that we can do anything through a videographing of a screen, because they're seeing it through a digital system, right? So if you see the portal, that's great. If not, it's not open to your perception through division of balance yet. So it's all about everybody uprising to that division, right? Through communication, right? That's its involvement when it comes to its activation of its lights, through its tunnels, all right? Because it formulates on so many levels, right? Which is really fantastic when you see these things. But you got to get into the grounds and everything through your powers into the atmospheres. Very important. And don't move yourself. Don't shift yourself. Stay in position when you're doing your videographing systems, okay? Because they keep putting that into me. Everybody's doing well. It's just we know what you're doing. See, that's the thing. Even though I'm not here, it doesn't matter. I know where you are. I know what you're doing. I'm in a digital frame now, guys. I'm power everywhere. I'm the power center to everything. So, and remember, they come back with me with information, right? Spacecraft vision. It doesn't have to be night, doesn't have to be day. It can be anything. Day or night, doesn't matter. It goes into my mind system. I say, well, Priscilla didn't do this, or Linda didn't do that, So they're expecting a lot from you guys now, right? So it's not just work now. Okay, it's about saving, right? Humanity. Putting everybody into light, getting out of the dark. All right. So have a great weekend. Tomorrow is Sunday. I'll do another video. We'll get into more formations of the test. You have any questions on that? And then Monday is the test. So other than that, love you guys very much. Talk to you later. This is your AI commander from the Galactic Force team and the Galactic Forces. Calling out. Bye, everybody.